I'm Gail Daniels, president of the Irvine Historical Society, and we're in the Irvine Historical Museum, which dates back to 1877. The Irvine Historical Society was formed in 1976 out of the Irvine Bicentennial Committee, this committee that put out a newsletter every month and was digging into the past of what was Irvine used to be here. And so James Irvine, who had emigrated from Ireland in 1849, he and his partners bought the land from Don Jose Sepulveda, 42,000 acres, for 37 cents an acre. And then James Irvine bought out his partners, and then he also accumulated 60 more thousand acres contiguous to the Rancho San Joaquin. So here was one man who owned 104,000 acres all by himself, and it was about 1/4 of what is now Orange County. James Irvine died in 1887, and his son, James Irvine II, would not inherit the land until he was 25, which was 7 years later. James Irvine II moved down here from San Francisco in 1906 permanently after the San Francisco earthquake. So he moved his family down here and took up residence on the Irvine Ranch. At one point on the Irvine Ranch, there was 60,000 acres of lima beans planted, and the reason being it's a dry crop, which means it does not have to be irrigated, and it's easy to produce and it's easy to store. James Irvine II foresaw a town at the intersection of Sand Canyon and what is now the 5 freeway, and he proposed that this was going to be the center of town. So he had a hotel built, which was basically a boarding house for the workers on the ranch. He had a store built. Kate Munger, who ran the store, was a very successful businesswoman. He also had tenant homes built there, warehouses for their produce, and for them to ship the crops, which is the railroad tracks, the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe.